Greetings Earthlings. The upper-class structures of the universe can be perceived as relatively gargantuan, especially when observed from the perspective of a small conscious entity. Different levels of consciousness can construct varying caliber megastructures, which can provide a variety of functions. Although minuscule in relation to larger natural structures, conscious beings do have the power to create things on extremely substantial scales. Consciousness can construct colossal megastructures, which can harmoniously interact with larger natural cosmic systems. The megastructures can harness energy, provide shelter from harsh environmental conditions, or sustain unique ecosystems. Even though some of these megastructures are meant to capture energy, many of them require immense quantities of energy to be built in the first place. Due to this high energy demand, modular devices or drones can be used to manufacture, say, a Dyson Sphere. These devices can be powered by the star they are beginning to encapsulate. They can autonomously scour a solar system, and break down the materials of nearby asteroids, moons, or dwarf planets. These materials can then be transmuted, and recycled into larger drone panels, which can capture the star's energy, and transmit it to other areas of the system. Some conscious entities may build supermassive Dyson Spheres, which surpass the habitable zones that their planets occupy, almost enveloping their entire star system. Using this mechanism, they would be able to harness their star's energy, while allowing their planet to continue receiving natural light. A supermassive Dyson Sphere can not only provide vast amounts of energy, it can also provide protection from harsh cosmic rays emitted by nearby supernovae. Such megastructures would be ideal in dense globular clusters, where supernovas are commonplace. Other more advanced conscious beings may create Dyson Rings, which encircle a star at various distances. A void habitable orbit can be filled with multiple sequentially layered rings, which can create an array of space station-like, habitable environments. The rings would rotate and shift around the star. Some rings could be placed nearer to the star to capture energy, which can then be fed to the habitable stations. Extremely advanced conscious entities may disperse an array of autonomous drones throughout their galaxy. The drones could take millions of years to establish a network of Dyson Spheres, which can harness the stellar energy of most of a galaxy. Some of the civilizations that create such superstructures, unfortunately perish, before they can admire the final products of their autonomous drones. Even in the time period of the early universe, the Univrians were quite in tune with the systems of the cosmos. They knew that such megastructures were prone to deteriorate, just as their star system did. They determined that if they were to survive eternally, they needed to embed their being into the fundamental string energies of the cosmos. They took a different approach to the idea of megastructures, by merging their planet, star, ace, and 1 trillion Univrian consciousnesses, into the foundation of UNICOM's perpetuity. Externally, UNICOM's size is comparable to a massive planet. Internally, its volume can contain infinite hyperdimensions, which surpass even the scale of the ultimate structure, the universe. The Univrians were quite creative in their ways of manipulating megastructures, to prolong their consciousnesses indefinitely. Creativity, science and compassion lead to exponential possibility. The cosmos is a playground for your consciousnesses, utilize it advantageously. Live limitless and adapt. Farewell fellow beings.